Hey everyone, Kai here, and today I want to talk to you about something that I just recently went through, and I don't think it's talked about enough, and that is resigning from your job. So, resigning from your job is a really hard decision to make. For me, it was one of the hardest decisions I made in a very long time. And that's just because, I was in a situation where it wasn't that bad, and so I could have stayed. I wanted to stay. I was in the middle of stuff. But at the end of the day, value is really important to me, especially in this time and this season in my life. And what I'm looking for is to be valued financially, to be valued as a human being, to be valued as an employee, to be valued as a well-rounded person overall, with interests, with family, with friends, and kind of maintaining that work-life balance. It's very important to me in this time in my life, and I just want to be in a space where I am valued because of all of those aforementioned reasons. And another opportunity came to me and I had to take it. It was an opportunity that I could not say no to, and I had to resign from my job. And it was extremely hard. I was filled with anxiety. I was filled with just fear. I was filled with, guilt. That was the biggest feeling of all. It was guilt. It was as if I was doing something terribly wrong by putting myself first. And, I don't know if that's just me. And, as my therapist told me, I could be a people pleaser. But I think it's something that a lot of people feel and have felt and maybe are not talking about, because I was looking for that video on YouTube that discussed this, the anxiety, the scariness, the stepping out on faith. It's all kind of like a scary moment in your life, and so for me, I was looking for that, but I didn't really see it, so I wanted to come on and talk to it for myself. Gearing up for this awkward, difficult conversation, I talk to myself a lot. I'm not ashamed to say it. I practiced a lot just because I didn't know how to say. I got tips from people that are close to me, and some of the feedback was I was sharing too much. I was given too much information, and sometimes you have to just keep it short and sweet. But what I ended up doing was looking for a script that was already out there online, and I utilized that script to actually help me through the process of saying it, because it was extremely difficult. And what was great about that script is that it helped me to streamline exactly what I was going to say, the who, the what, the where, the when, the why. So it was all there for me. Of course, there were questions that was asked that made me go off script, but I was able to just share and understand my why, and really know why it was important for me to pivot in this time. And I think that's really key, understanding and knowing your why. Another thing that I did was I wrote just really affirmations, powerful affirmations on my mirror to really give me the courage to say this and to do this, because it's really hard. And the final thing that I made sure that I did while having the conversation was I made sure I was in a really safe space. So I was shaking the day of, my fingers, everything was shaking. But I made sure I was in a space where I felt safe. I was by my window. I felt, comfortable. I had my script and I was ready to go. And yeah, I had that extremely difficult exchange and conversation. It went better than I thought, but I know for a lot of people, this is a really tough thing to do, and a awkward thing to do, resigning from a job, especially, maybe the job is not great, maybe the job is great. I think whatever the situation is, it could be still very awkward. And so I just wanted to share those pointers and those tips that worked for me, and hopefully it will work for you too. So I will talk to you all later. Bye.